Hi, this is Rachelle with Journal Life's Journey, and today I am going to be using some of my paper pads to make a flip-flop book. Normally, these are made with envelopes, but I've seen several examples made with 12 by 12 papers, so that is what I'm using today. I will also link into the two examples I saw in the description box below, so you can go check out their videos. So right now I'm pulling out my 3 base pages, and it does work best if your paper is double-sided. So I'm using a paper pad I think I got from Joann last year for Halloween. So now that I have the 3 pages I want to start with, I am trimming them down to 9 inches in height. I do go back later and trim off a 1/2 inch. I decided that I did not want the flip-flop book to be taller than my pages, so I trimmed it down to 8.5 later on. I don't think I show that in this video. But so I've trimmed down the papers, reduced the height, but left the width at 12 inches, and I'm going to connect them using double-sided tape. And this is just the beginnings, the basics of putting this together. I will be working on this in future videos on this channel. I'll be making ephemera and embellishments for this journal. I'm making a book box for it. So quite a few things are going to be involved with this, but I wanted you to see the basics of how it all started. So I didn't put that one on quite straight, but once all the papers are glued together, I'm going to score at 4 1/2 intervals. So I'm scoring and then folding in a zigzag manner. So back and forth, kind of an accordion fold. So the finished size of this comes out to be approximately standard traveler's notebook size. And here I'm just reconsidering how it's folding and reversing the folds. So I'm just trying to decide what I want to do with the excess. Do I want to trim that off or how I'm going to handle it? I do trim it off, and this is how the pages look. Now I'm going in to find a page to make an envelope for my front flap. I didn't use envelopes to create the base pages, but I did want an envelope on the front for the first flap. So I'm using the We Are Memory Keepers envelope punch board to make the envelope. And I think I made the envelope something like 4 by 7, or to fit a card that's 4 by 7. And I'm just testing it out to see how it will look. Now I'm trimming off another 1/2 inch on the back flap because I'm going to turn that into a pocket. And I'm going to round the corners and punch a thumb notch in the middle. There's not a whole lot of inking on this, but I do ink a little bit. I'm using the Black Soot Distress ink. And I'm going to glue the pocket closed. And I'm putting together the envelope and trimming off the flap so that I can hinge it onto the base. And here I have pulled out some papers that I will use to make the signatures. This flip-flop book will have 6 signatures. It's a lot. So I have quite a bit here to choose from, a lot of misprints, but I wanted to get those used. So this is somewhat junk journal style. So I'm using some digitals, coffee stained paper, graph paper, misprints, and then I will also go back and use some of the scrapbook paper as well. So now that I've folded the pages, I'm going through sorting them into signatures. And just putting the signatures together. And I also incorporate some construction paper. And those are the signatures. Here I'm going through pulling out the scrapbook paper. I'm going to add to the signatures. Some of the pages will be pockets and some will just be scrapbook paper. I'm trying to avoid the pages with the foil. So I kind of flipped through a few times to get pages that did not have the foil embellishment. I'm just trimming down the pages to the correct width and then going in with the scoreboard and scoring them so that they fold properly. And then on half of them, I'm going to go ahead and score again to turn them into a pocket or pocket folder. The ones that are not folders, I'm just trimming off the height as well. Then I'm just going to cut out the fold on the folders so that they are not too bulky. And go ahead and add the scrapbook paper to the signatures. Here I'm placing the signatures in the base just to see how the different sections will flow. And this is what it looks like with the signatures in. So I'm going to go back and trim off the excess on the signatures, line everything up nice and neat. And placing the signatures back inside the base. Going to do a little more inking. And here I decided I would reinforce the folds where I'll be stitching in the signatures. So I had some black fabric and I'm tearing 1-inch strips that I will glue into those folds so that when I stitch the signature into the flip-flop book that it will hold up. I want it to hold up over time. And this one is going to be quite bulky with 6 signatures. So I really think those spines need to be reinforced. And I'm just using my glue stick and art glitter glue to put the fabric on. I think that will hold well enough, and then once I stitch, that will hold it as well. So here I have some packaging, old packaging, and I'm just going to make a collage on it using some of the offcuts from the signatures. I'm going to make a collage using those. So I'm going to cut this up and use it as journal cards and tags for this flip-flop book. Just trimming off the excess and wiping off some of the glue stick and going in and trimming. I think I decided to go with 3 by 5, so about small index card size for the journal cards. And then with the piece I had left, I trimmed that in half, I think about at 2.5, and I'll use those 2 pieces as tags. So I'm using my punch to angle the corners. So I didn't record everything, but this is where I will be starting from with future videos. So I just wanted you to see how it came together. I stitched everything using this black and white baker's twine. I've already started pulling little bits and pieces to make ephemera. So I just kind of have that stuck on the inside here. But this is what it is looking like. So I put the tags in. Then I'll go back and add some more to those. This is another signature here. And I've added pockets, a few pockets here and there. And I think I want to add something on all the blank signature pages, or front and back of each signature. Here's another tag and pocket. I use scraps to make the pockets, or I glued shut the pockets for the folders that I showed earlier in the video. But yeah, this is kind of where I'm working from. So scrapbook paper folded. I think I want to use this as a base for a journal that can be taken out. I did trim off the 1/2 inch, so I changed it to 8.5, and I haven't glued this back. I'm not sure that I will glue it back. We'll see. But that's the first side, and then this is the other side. It's got a belly band here. Got to decorate that up. We got a belly band here. This is going to be probably a little booklet that just slides in here. And let's see. More pages. It's banker's closure, but it's also kind of like a belly band, so you can just slide things in and out of there. And here's another one. I haven't tied it up, but this is a little belly band as well. Let's tie that. And I'll probably put some charms or something on these strings as I go. So there's that. More pages. This is a double pocket. Need to fill those, and then we're back to the front. So that is the flip-flop journal using scrapbook paper, and I will be back to work on this further. I will show you this. This is one of those little clothespin clip things from the Dollar Tree. It was all a natural color, and I used some permanent markers from Five Below to color that in. So I'll probably use this with it somehow. I also started this box. It's not exactly square. The chipboard that I use curved on me, but I think it'll be okay. But yeah, this is the beginnings of a box, and I'm going to make this kind of like a book box. So this will be held inside of this box, and then there'll be a cover for it. So that is what I'll be working on. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and make sure you are subscribed and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Bye.